Hey, what do you say? Good morning, Islander fans. Good morning, hockey fans. Welcome to the Morning Walk, where we discuss all things New York Islanders and NHL hockey on this quite chilly but sunny Wednesday morning here on Long Island. So, how we feeling after yesterday's 5-4 shootout overtime win against the Vegas Golden Knights? Gotta tell you, the Islanders were giving everybody indigestion in this game. Going down 2-0 rather quickly out of the box in the first period, we thought, uh-oh, it's going to be one of those games where everyone's going to head for the exits at the end of the second period. But that did not happen. The Islanders were able to scratch a goal to make it 2-1 at the end of the first, and then pot two more in the second to make it 3-2 going into the third. And then the game was just exciting. Here's my beef with the game. Has more to do with the fact that, look, I'm very happy Simon Holmstrom got off the schneid and potted a goal. He needed that badly for his confidence. And I think he maybe will turn a corner because of it, because he needed that kind of kick in the pants, I think, to finally say, hey, you know what? If I actually shoot the puck, it might actually go into the net. Odd concept, right? Anyway, here's my beef with the game. The Islanders were nursing a lead late in the third period. And instead of playing the game that they had been playing all game long, the Islanders decided, hey, let's decide to curl up into a defensive shell and try to keep the puck to the outside to the boards and minimize high danger shots. And let's just ride on it for the last 4 minutes of the game. You know, now, granted, they were forced to play defense because Ryan Pulock took a ridiculous penalty shooting the puck over the glass with a little over 2 minutes left in the game, forcing them to play on the PK. But before that, they shouldn't have even been in that position, because they basically turned into a defensive shell and not play aggressive hockey. Okay, so they get into that defensive shell. They practically kill that penalty off. I think they actually did kill that penalty off. But they never were able to regain positive ground, and Vegas had the goalie pulled, and they just kept shooting and clogging the middle, and able to poke home a goal with less than a minute left to tie the game. Now, Western Conference opponent, Eastern Conference opponent, each team gets a point. Doesn't really affect us in our playoff push if a Western Conference opponent gets a point, so kudos to Vegas for getting the point. But that second point is crucial. As we all know, you can keep winning in the Eastern Conference and not budge, because everybody's winning every night. It's ridiculous. So the Islanders needed that second point. Here's my second beef with this game. Patrick Roy, please do us all a favor and stop using Matt Barzal on shootouts. I love Matt Barzal. I think he's an awesome player. But he is not a shootout specialist. The guy loves to circle, he loves to skate, he loves to deke players, he loves to make passes, but he is not a shootout specialist, okay? We're not gonna ever consider Matt Barzal a sniper. That's not gonna happen in his career. Let's own up to that. Let's live up to that. Let's give other guys a chance to show what they have. I like to see Max Shabanov take it. I like to see Matthew Schaefer take it. I have a feeling those guys have a couple of moves in their pocket that they would use on a shootout that could get us goals. And that's what you need in a shootout. You need goals, okay? Matt Barzal is not the answer. Never has been. Please stop using him. Luckily, that did not bite us in the rear end. Now, for once, Ilya Sorokin stood tall on the shootout. Yes, Vegas flubbed 2 of them, And Ilya really didn't have to do much, and that's fine. That happens. But when he did have to make a save, he did make a save, and he kept it so that the Islanders had a chance to win. And thankfully, Emil Heineman buried his chance with the opportunity to put the game away, and the Islanders escaped with the second point, which is what they desperately needed, because of course, everybody else in the East won last night, so the Islanders win and don't even move in the standings. Now, it's better to not move than to move down, yes, so we'll take it. But this is going to be one heck of a ride for the rest of this year. If every day, every game, everybody is winning their games and the conference standings don't change, holy mackerel, it's going to be nightmarish. And we're already gray, losing our hair, following our team. We got to worry about everybody else stepping up at the same exact time. And the only way we can pass them is if we actually beat them in head-to-head, which, by the way, we have not been doing, because we lose every tiebreaker imaginable right now. We lose the tiebreakers to Washington. We lose the tiebreakers to Philly. We lose the tiebreaker to Pittsburgh. We lose the tiebreaker to practically everybody in our division. And that's with the exception of, believe it or not, the Rangers and Devils. Go figure. So it's just going to be one of those seasons where we go towards the end and see where it's going to end up. So anyway, tomorrow, the Anaheim Ducks come to town, and life does not get any easier because Anaheim is riding very high in the Pacific Division. Didn't look this morning. They're either first or second, and they're playing really, really well. The return of a bunch of Rangers to the East Coast to play. Jacob Trouba, Chris Kreider, and I know the Dylan Strome. I know there's a bunch of them. Anyway, well, Ryan Strome, sorry. So, there's a bunch of them. So it's Rangers West versus the Islanders. Maybe that'll be a motivation for them to play well. We shall see. Anyhow, it's tomorrow at UBS, and it should be a good game. And then the Islanders still stay at home for an afternoon game on Saturday against the Tampa Bay Lightning on Pat LaFontaine Hall of Fame induction, Islanders Hall of Fame induction ceremony, which should be exciting. Well deserved for Pat LaFontaine. Great to see he's in good stead with the organization again, and that the organization is going to honor him for his career. So that's all I really have for this morning walk. I think it's going to be an interesting couple of days. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I will be on the air tomorrow morning with a pregame for the game against the Ducks, followed with a post-game recap of the Anaheim Ducks game. Hopefully it will be a happy recap. We shall see. And as always, I really appreciate all of you people who are out there joining my hockey community, commenting on a daily basis, watching my videos. So please feel free to comment down below. It is always welcomed. And I look forward to reading those comments and responding to them. And as always, if you're interested and you find this interesting, help me get out to more people in the hockey community by reposting this, and then also liking this. And by all means, feel free to comment on it. And if you want to see my morning walks and my pre-games and post-game summaries, please, by all means, follow me. I'm getting close to that 1,000th follower, folks. I'm at the 980 plus mark, so my announcement should be coming pretty soon. Looking forward to making it, and hopefully you guys will enjoy what the announcement is. And it's not clickbait, folks. It's real. There is something there, I promise. Anyway, until tomorrow morning's pregame for the game against Anaheim, which I'm looking forward to. I hope you're looking forward to it. Let's go, Islanders. Let's go.